All right, I flubbed the microphone as I did a bunch of explaining with the microphone off, and I'm not sure just how this is all going to edit together, but let me just catch you up on where we're at here. We're bringing uranium into the uranium factory, baby. I had some other goals here that I met. I'm sending more aluminum into the research area, into the chips maker area, making more of the rare earth element. So that can only help. And have done some research toward the goal of nuclear fission, and even on the way toward the all-important plutonium. So that's good. Chipping away at that. Chipping away. Haha. I got the chips. And then, yeah, got to start on what it's going to take to get the uranium action going. Bash some uranium ore into some gravel, wash it, which produces better gravel and maybe some dust, and then some garbage ore water, which we throw away. And then smash that all together into dust and separate it. And when we separate it, we've got an even greater chance of getting some of the good dust or the other dust, which is all buffered and ready for the next thing. So I'm going to say that caught me up. I think we talked about this power production operation. I just wanted to share. It looks like it's maxed out. Maxing out our production of, not electricity, don't care about that over here because we got enough. Hydrogen. We're maxing out our production of hydrogen. These pipes are not going to get any hotter than they are right now without rebuilding all of this or extending all of this. I think I talked about this feels like a mistake to tie the production of power, the heat that's required to produce the I don't know, and I'm tired of thinking about it. This is still not quite the way it should be, I think, but whatever. And then finally, as steam is available, which it usually is, we charge up the factory to do things, and I greatly extended the buffer so that between the peaks and the valleys, it's going to charge up that battery and hopefully ride through the peaks. But we are all about enough with this operation. Let's get busy with that operation because when we go nuclear, it's going to be awesome. And I got my first couple of comments. One of them, some arrogant dude posted, "You're not doing your speed run right. If it's a speed run, you should be doing it this way." And which is great, but then he says, "So too bad. I was looking forward to watching someone play this game, and apparently I lost a viewer already with my incompetence." And the other feedback I got was from my smart cousin who said, "Don't turn the microphone off. Commentary is what makes a good clip." And I can't disagree. I know that the commentary is what makes a good clip, but I also know watching me flail around is only so interesting. Why am I only getting one here? Oh, because I didn't join. I sorted this. There. Okay, so we're getting a little bit. We're getting enough to build out our lines and know that they're correct. And then we can ramp volume, which is what we want to do. We can ramp volume until we bash into this thing isn't laid out properly. And then it's not going to be so fun. So on that note, let's go ahead and get this new stuff out of the way, the old stuff. We're going to go as far as we can to here, and then we're not going to process that on this level because we'll run into that for sure. But instead, let's just start a new level, shall we? And I don't know a great way to do this accurately every time. I know a bad way to do it. We're going to start a new level right in here. There, that's fine. I mean, what I want to do is whatever. So then, viewer, we're not going to take this to here at all. We must have enough room for all the separating we need to do. We're going to start a couple of new belts. One of them's going to be the 235 dust, and one of them's going to be the 238 dust. 235 and 238 plus some cells equals we're ready to produce power. So we need 3 things at this level, and we need to connect this output with that output. Let's do that right now. Saving our 10 hard-earned dust. All the good dust goes to this box. And then this box, which we really don't need it to be a box, but whatever. Yeah, we need it to be a box, and in fact, we need it to be, this was wrong. This input needs to go right here. Yeah, so that it enjoys that same good, properly crafted, I sure hope so, buffer, overflow buffer. There. All of the good stuff gets properly buffered. All of the common stuff gets properly buffered and sorted. Now we're ready to go up. Now we're ready to go up with, this one can be a crummy arm for sure, because we're not going to get that much of it up. So yeah, my man's comment, Dr. Bart said, you should ask to see his video series on how to play this game right. And I think I can find it with a Google when I can get this computer back online safely. Sons of bitches, I found a Bitcoin miner this morning. I'm hoping that that's everything that they wanted to do with the machine that they own. Okay, so there's some of that. Look at this noise from that failed attempt to just extend the belt with the shift key. And then we had 10 more of the good stuff. So the good stuff goes up on a belt. And then the common stuff also goes up on a belt. So what's happening here? Oh yeah, okay, so we produce it, we buffer it, and then it goes here. And this one needs a good arm, not a crummy arm, because this is your main line. Come on. What is going on with this? Sometimes this happens. It doesn't happen very often. Shoot, I'm going to have to take an edit. I'm going to write that bug action off on the recorder, the capturing, because it never happened in 100 plus hours playing before. It only started happening when I started trying to be internet famous. So I think that there's nothing to report. Or it could be if you played on a on a computer that has viruses, maybe it won't work so good. I don't know. So there's two of the three things, and the third thing, perhaps not so interesting to watch, is getting the cells over there. But my one non-snarky feedback is, it's a let's play video, so let us watch you play. Come on. So that's what I'm going to do. Interesting or not. Cells, go to a box full of cells. Look at that. Go to a catalyst cell producer. So now we're going to need to take a bunch of these on a copper belt with a stainless steel arm. Yeah, I was excited to watch somebody play this game, but they don't know what the hell they're doing. Jerk. I know what I'm doing. Mostly, sometimes. Can we get out that way? No, let's just go sky high. Let's just go ahead and try. Oh, it's looking good. We're getting out that way without any difficulty. In fact, maybe I like to reuse the runs, yeah, as much as possible. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to just double up on this long belt action for as far as we can without getting in the way of something. And I think we're not going to get in the way of anything. I think what I concluded was that's all the quantum circuit generation I need. And that's all the quantum processor generation I need. And beyond that is the brains, which we're going to pretty much hand assemble a little bit later. So maybe I'll fix this input, but I'm not going to add any more production. So yeah, that's the answer, is go ahead and go as far as we can go. Right across there? Nope. Which is about to here. We got to go up a little bit. Higher. Let's go above that pipe too. Yeah, that'll be good. Surely that'll be fine. Going over to there. Yeah, look at that. Oops, which one did I break? I don't want this one. I do want that one. Ish. Okay, so there's cells galore. And here's the two green components into, it must be an assembler. Yep. All right, so I had to get these things into the assembler. 3 things into a bunch of assemblers. One of these heights is wrong. We'll fix that in a minute. Okay, so the rare stuff goes into an assembler. Do I have an assembler? Nope. Find it. One stainless steel assembler coming up in 8. What else have I got in my inventory? I don't need to be carrying around anything like that or that or that or any of this. I could put these scanners away, but I'm done with the scanners. Why not just trash them? Assembler? Do I have one? Stainless steel. Come on. I just made it. Why can't I see it? It's right here. Stainless steel assembler. Produces these from that and the thing that goes on top of it. Yeah. We can do this. The thing that goes on top of it. Pointed the right direction. On top of it and pointed the right direction. You just swell. And then this runs along here. Yeah, who knows? Maybe the guy's just a genius, both at playing the game and producing interesting YouTube content. Neither of which am I, but still having a lot of fun. Okay, so there's that and that. This is going to need to connect to power, which I like to run up out of the way. And then we're going to bust a move to bring in, well, we're kicking out a ton of uranium power, and we're bringing in cells on a belt right here. But it is good to get feedback. It is nice to know somebody's watching, even if they're hating, I guess. So what do you think, viewer? How am I doing here? What should I be doing different? Are you enjoying the series? Or did you watch for a little bit and then bail on me long ago? And never hear me say, viewer, what do you think? What do you think about my production of, my slow-ass production of uranium cells? What do you think about needing some stainless steel? What do you think about all the things? How's your day? Has your computer been hacked recently? I noticed while I was dealing with shit that this game runs on the Mac. There's a Mac version, so why am I on an inferior operating system? I've got my workflow all figured out. But the reason that, you play Nintendo is because you can't play on a better computer, on a better operating system, right? And I doubt it would run as good, but then again, he's done a great job making it run well. So, who knows? Maybe in a future episode, you're going to see me at a little bit lower resolution, a little less eye candy, a little more, are you kidding me? This is my computer. It's not your computer. Stay the hell off of it. There, that line looks, that looks like it could be a line, doesn't it? Doesn't it? And even better, I think we're ready to start making big ass power. So, can we make it yet? Can we? Nope. We cannot produce it yet for whatever reason. Why not? I've got fission reactor researched. Why isn't it right here for things I can build? It is right here. So what do we need? A bunch of heat pipe, a bunch of titanium, some nice chips, and the big thing is reinforced concrete, which we are not making. Reinforced concrete from regular concrete, some steel parts, and some water. It's all that's standing between us and greatness. Or at least that's what I'm saying right now. All that's standing between us and greatness is where the hell is the concrete being made? It's being made here. Huh? It is. Concrete galore. Concrete plus, what did I say? Some steel parts and some water in a thingy-majigger. A mixer. We just need a mixer. A mixer. Don't need a lot of it. Find the mixer. Find the mixer. Sure. A stainless steel mixer can be shoehorned in right here. Can be shoehorned in. Is this water? It is water. A stainless steel mixer that gets concrete and don't have to worry about it because we're not doing more than just the bare minimum to make reinforced concrete. And then we're going to need a sure, why not? A stainless steel motor to a steel mixer. And then all we need to do is add in some stainless or some steel parts, which I think we are making. Aren't we making? This is stainless steel. This is concrete crap. This is steel plate. We just need to make some parts out of don't do it this way. Parts. In a macerator, sure. Come on. Parts, stainless steel parts. It took me to the same place. Well, I know what it is. It's a cutter. You cut the plates into parts. Do I have any cutters? No. Do I need a cutter? Can I make a cutter? Yes. Just got to be a little patient. And then we're going to kick out some plate to a cutter, which will emit parts. Some of which we should save just in case we get hungry for parts later. Ooh, we're out of belts again. Out of belts again. I'm so glad I automated the production of belts because you sure use a lot of them, especially those long runs, huh? Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Take the plate and make it into I really should build a bunch of lesser engines because now I'm out, and there are times where we really do need stainless steel level power. Oh look, I'm out of power again. There are times when you really do want the good engines, and this is not really one of them. Where was I? So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back online after I clean up my house. Some of that wants to go. Can you just build right into a splitter? I guess somebody who really knew how to play this game would already know that. It's funny, I sound so bitter for getting a comment that isn't 100% positive. Sure, you can build right into a splitter. Some of these parts are going to go to a box. That I'll put up there someday. And the rest of them are going to go over to my reinforced concrete plant. This belt here. This belt here. Oh boy. Back to work tomorrow. I am rested and ready to go. Back to work. And it won't even be a thing to be tempted to play video games during the day, because I never do that. It's going to be fine. Parts galore. Parts? No, not those parts. Where was I? I was over here. I was over here with these steel parts that, yeah, are going to pop up onto this belt. And go over to my reinforced concrete factory. I'm going to go slamming right into those belts. I know it. Yes. How's this even going to work? No, I'm not taking anything anywhere. I'm just going to kick it out right here. I just need one input of yes, yes, yes. Put some power on that and we'll have concrete before we know it. Boy, it's tight in here. And it's going to get worse before it gets better, except I'm not going to come back here and build a bunch of crap. Just building the one thing. And that's it. One more and that's it. Boom, 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 boom. Should be enough items. Come on now. Not enough items. Oh, something happened with our wonderful cutter. Oh, no, this belt's right. This arm's right. Pick it up. Take it there. Come on. Why aren't you doing that? Did I get it backwards? Pick it up and take it to the left. What is this now? This is all mixed up. Because this splitter needs to never send anything 2, 3. Or you'll jam everything up and it'll just be a big mess. And this robot arm, which sends things to the left, only sends plate and never parts. And then we make some parts and we split them, but we don't mix up our lines. And that will do. That will work. That should really work. It's going to work, right? Let's just hand crank out some parts for a second. We probably have a bunch already, and I just didn't notice. Why am I carrying around steel Stirling engine? Get out of here, steel Stirling engine. And sulfur powder. And there must be something else I don't need. If I need more scanners, I'll make more scanners. Good. And look, there goes steel parts. For real this time. Give me some more parts, he says. Parts are coming. Help is on the way. Where are those steel parts that I made by hand? There they are, right there. Boink. Boink. That belt is loaded up with excellent production, not crappy production. Ooh, I saw those arms move. Yeah. Look at 5 reinforced concrete already. And then this to a awkwardly placed box. Can I get to that arm? Tell it to turn right. I can. Okay, so now there. That's great. That means when we're ready, we're going to be able to build a power, vision power. And later, we're going to build out the plutonium line. And what we're about to build, the fission reactor, will just become a breeder for the good cells and the good power a little bit later. Right now, what do we need? We need a bunch of heat pipes and a bunch of titanium, and to the point of bringing that up, we need this box to have 100, not 10. So it might be a little while. That's fine. Boop, 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 boop. Give me a bunch of that to make 100 of these. And yikes, I should probably just automate this, shouldn't I? I didn't do it because we don't need a ton of this, but yeah, we need to just automate the process in such a way that we don't trash our lines, which means it needs to go. I mean, this is all wrong. If we're going to make a line, we're going to make a line. We're going to need a lot more space than we have right now. Shit. Well, maybe we would smelt. Maybe we would put up a couple more furnaces if we had the power to do it. But we're not going to need a lot more. We're not going to need, surely, we won't regret if we start our titanium way out here. Surely we won't. If we start our titanium cutting and smashing freezer, we're going to need a freezer. Surely we won't. Surely it'll be just fine. So we need a hammer and a cutter. Doesn't have to be very good. A hammer and a cutter. And we're going to need 100, or we're waiting 100 parts, not 236 parts. 60, 120. And then that uses up all the plate that we just made, so let's make 100 plate. Will be enough for the first fusion reactor. Okay, so this comes into a proper line. This is right in the way, isn't it? We have room for output. We can do it. Something resembling to the left, something resembling correct. This is not a splitter, it's just a conveyor going up. So a correct output line might run like this. Certainly not like that. And then we want to leave room for, we want to leave sufficient room for a bunch of production we probably will never need. And we want our output from this smelter to not go here anymore, but instead go here. Can we replicate that? Just barely. Okay, so that's plenty of room. And then we're going to pick up the blocks, feed it into a hammer, which will emit plate. Don't need a lot. Some of that plate gets picked up and processed by a cutter. There's just enough room for both of those. And some of that plate gets picked up, cut, and sent on a belt. So now we got two belts to weave through here and take to some boxes. All this shilly-shally while we wait for reinforced concrete. 40 already. All of this shilly-shally. I was looking at my installed programs because I'm going to have to reinstall everything. I'm just going to have to burn this thing to the metal. Reinstall. So I was looking at what I have installed. I wish I knew how they got in, because I know the one thing I know is I didn't click any suspicious links or open any suspicious attachments. I didn't do the things that we know you can't do if you don't want to get hacked. I didn't do any of those things, so how did they get in? Oh, so I was saying, I was looking at what I did install, and it comes to mind as I think about the attack vector. I must have installed something. I must have installed a game or a program like the editor, the video capture program, or the video editor. I must have installed something that has a vulnerability that they found and exploited. It's either that or I did that bad install a long time ago, and good night, it takes a long time to work with titanium in these crappy machines that I'm using because I'm out of power. That's the only thing that makes any sense, is something I installed, it has a bug or a vulnerability in it that they exploited. Oh, so I was saying, you notice that I purchased some games for Christmas and installed a few of them on that crazy Steam sale, end of the year sale. I mean, I installed them. I ran a couple of them for a little bit. I guess that could be enough. I guess that could explain it right there, as I installed some game with a bug in it, or a vulnerability. It got owned. Alright, so we're going to just go ahead and put these boxes on this new platform area. Right in here. One of the boxes is going to be parts. One's going to be plate. And if I need raw, well, then I'll just come down and grab it, because that buffer's not going to get used up anytime fast. So yeah, so I noticed, was reminded that I did not make a lifetime commitment to this game, but instead got a little bit of fun queued up when I'm done here. When I've milked this for all it's worth, I become internet famous for the guy that kind of knows how to play the game. And I bought some, I did buy a couple more games on the theme of automation and production. And like I said, I even fired it up and looked at it a little bit, and I don't know. Certainly nothing as good as this game. It has everything. I mean, everything. And it's not, one of the important distinctions is it's not a city builder, it's a factory builder. I learned that this year. I played an excellent round of Captain of Industry. Had big fun with it. Oh. And though it felt like an automation kind of game, really it's a city builder. So I'm not sure what the distinction is, or how do we categorize these. Do you know, viewer? What would you say? If it has automation, but the paths between the buildings, which in that game are trucks, happen automatically? I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. I do know I'm really tired of not having enough power. And part of the reason that I'm out of juice here is that this thing fired up, consuming tremendous amounts of power to fill this box or fill this belt that doesn't need filling right now. So let's just remember, if we want more titanium, we better put an arm right here. Is that, yeah, because look, this is kind of a mess. If I break it, well, I'll figure it out. At least now it's clear that it's not running because there's no juice to it. And there's something else I turned up. Oh, right, the super quantum processors is all built out and unplugged, because right now we're all about quantum circuits. So letting this fill up can only help. Letting these belts fill again can only help reduce our power requirements for things that we don't really need. Look how nice the stuff glows at this light level. I was thinking about it. It might be a clearer video if it was always noon, but it looks so cool at night. Oh, and I made a torch. I I've went and got some wood and some organic and made a torch, and it's an interesting effect, but nothing that you want to see. That's certainly nothing I want to play with. Now this is stopped. Why did this stop? Because we broke not only our link to this machine, but also to our other machines. So let's break it here. It's better. Now these things should be ping, ping, ping away. And how are we doing? We're just kind of waiting for what we need to make a reactor. 85. We're almost there. Let's go look at where we're going to put it. Let's go plan that out. How far are we in this clip? 36 minutes. Yeah, let's just stay with it until we get a reactor online. So we're going to get a reactor online, which is going to take those cells and produce depleted cells. Depleted cells can be recycled back into empty cells, or they can be separated into empty cells plus plutonium dust, which is what we want in a separator. Do we have a good separator? We only need one good separator right now. I don't see it. Separator. Boop, boop, a doop. It's in here. Yes, make me a good separator. Looks like two little houses. It looks like that. Boom. So we're going to want that. And then we'll separate out the used cells into plutonium dust. Might as well just keep looking. The used cells into plutonium dust, which then will need only time, and we'll make plutonium cells, which we can burn in a reactor if we have that, and thorium cells, which we get when we mix thorium dust with empty cells. You get thorium dust from from sifting the gravel. We also get a ton of clusters, which become U238 dust. And sometimes we'll get uranite clusters. So really, we ought to be doing this. We ought to be doing this right now for where we want to go. We ought to be, lost my train of thought. These become cells, become depleted cells, become plutonium dust, becomes plutonium cells, which if you only have a thorium cell, which you get from thorium dust, which you get from from sifting. That's what we want, is a sifter. Do we have a sifter? I don't see one. Nothing jumped out. No, we must have had one, because now we have two. And I know we're not going to want... Is it this stuff? It is. I know that we're not going to want a ton of macerated ore. How do we get that ore? We can get that ore by washing impure gravel. It's uranium ore gravel. The only way you get uranium ore gravel is you wash it. So this line needs to be extended, but this line probably not so much. Let's go ahead and do this now while we wait. I'll washer. We want a good washer. Got the steel ore washer. Apparently it's all about the washer. Washer. Let's go up to aluminum. If we had more aluminum, we could build one. Surely we've got enough now for a reactor. Aluminum is over here. We want all the parts and a bit of plate to produce a washer. Well, let's stick with this for a moment. We want a good washer, not a crappy washer. Boom. Viewer, what do you think about me not giving a rip about tech levels for these things? Does it really bother you? Are you like, gee, I wish that guy knew how to play? Or are you like, yeah, I'm lazy too? We getting good input? From our crappy arm, we sure are. That's about the extent of balancing that I care about. And then, are we getting our output? Yeah, we already checked it. And then, if we pump out the terrible ore water, ooh, could that be right? No, that is wrong. What just happened? Oh, we need water in. Yeah, it didn't break anything. That's why it let me do it. It won't let you build a machine that will definitely mix stuff up, which is pretty cool. Still, there's ways. There's ways you can get your stuff all mixed up. Not enough items. Not enough items. Did I hose this? No, because he didn't produce anything. This is water. Water should go in here. Or should go in here. What is wrong with you, stupid thing? A nice fresh washer. Ready to start washing. Get some more. Get some water. Does its thing. And produces bad ore water to here. Which gets drained. There we go. Now we're getting some output. Now this won't just immediately die. Now this buffer's completely full. I didn't have to worry. We said we're not going to need to do too much of this, but instead we can go ahead and plonk down right here a sifter. This sifter. Which doesn't need a recipe, it just needs a motor, an engine. Just needs some power. Out of that wire. Stupid thing. Doesn't matter. There, so this sifter, we're sifting and we're producing thorium dust. We're sifting and we're producing thorium dust and a couple kinds of crystals is our output. Man, would you learn a lesson, man? Don't build this stuff so close. There's no reason to. You're just asking for heartache. What does this even do? Oh, it makes chlorine. It makes chlorine to make Chlorine is only good to make titanium tetrachloride. We've got plenty of titanium, and we're never going to want any more titanium than we're producing right now. So I don't need to worry about this, trying to extend this line anywhere. I do need to worry about trying to extend this line somewhere, but it can go way out here. Yeah, that feels better. So a sifter. Sifting aluminum ore gravel will produce three things. Put it in wrong. How many tries is a charm? Will produce three things onto a belt. With a sword, with an engine to the machine. To a belt with a sorter. Make one, boom, we sure can. Now there's no way I've got enough wire. There's no way I have enough wire to do everything we're trying to do today. But we had enough to get that going. So then let's kick it out past that. And sort it. And why am I just not up on a second level? Why didn't I just take it up there? I don't know. Is it too late to do that? Because we're going to want lines and lines and lines. This is building this way. So I could build all of the goodness that way. I could leave this alone and have the sifter produce its proceeds into an area, a nice fresh area. With no regrets. That line's going that way, so anywhere in here, just dandy. So yeah, do I want to play a city builder that has automation? I mean, sure, I'll do that. I enjoy games. And I sure as hell better say yes, because I bought the dumb thing. But there's no way I'm going to have as much fun as I'm having here with building out my crazy Rube Goldbergs. Okay, so I was saying, comes out and gets sorted. Gets sorted into two things. Let's have number 2 be the chunky uranite crystals and the clusters, both of which are ready to smash into dust. And if you're lucky, U-235 dust shall go this way. Probably, though, you're going to get thorium dust, Thorium dust plus cells equals thorium cells. And then assembler. So 3 is thorium dust. Find it. It's kind of key. Boom. All right. Time to do something about that little light right there. Time to do something great. 170. What is it missing? Oh, 20 of the chips that I did not buffer. That I don't have a lot of and did not buffer. I don't think. Damn. It makes them, and it sends them, and it eats them. And not into where the plug needs to go, and it even buffers them. Not a lot. So the next 32 of these that we make are going to go there. And then we'll get back to research. Where are we at with rare earth element? I don't see so much of it flying across this belt. Oh, because we're out of power, I think is the answer. These things are dogging. We don't have enough power. And there's no quick fix for that, is there? Let's go check the old generator, make sure it's not hot. Just waiting for more boiling. Nope. Make sure this coke belt's fully exhausted. It is. Dude's like, why didn't you just drop all your coke production from your factory? And I'm all, I don't know why, dude. We got plenty of methane. Plenty of methane. Output is busy. We got plenty of producer gas. We have plenty of producer gas. We just need to react a little bit more. And I didn't grab cables when I was there, darn it. How are we doing for time? We're almost to an hour. We still don't have a reactor going. Cables. This one. Don't need to be carrying around that or that. I didn't drop it because I was standing too close to it. Don't need to carry around that. Let's be sure we are reacting all of the producer gas that we can generate into that line right there. Boom, boom, boom. With fancy aluminum pipes that we can make a bunch of. And then we're going to want, we got to make we got some fancy titanium pipes. We don't have pumps. We need a few more pumps, or a lot more. Not enough items. Why not? These pumps are right. Dang it, I thought we were making too much producer gas. I thought we got output full on the producer gas. I thought this was full and it's not. Well, for sure it's not anymore. We're now not buffering producer gas. That's the one thing I'm certain of. And we're definitely burning all the hydrogen we're making. And we're definitely not producing enough steam for all the turbines. Whatever. Missed it. Big box of chips. 9 of them already. A lot of waiting. A lot of I'll do this while I wait kind of stuff happening here. All right, so when this comes out, when it comes out, it hits a splitter. Kind of need a nap. Kind of woke up early, bugged that my computer's hacked. Hits a splitter and then right into a box. And if it can't go to number 2, isn't it? Yeah. If it can't go to number 2, high priority, then go ahead and go to the trash. That's how we do that, right? And over here, it's exactly the same way. Come out, go into a box. No. Come out, go into a splitter, and then into a box on number 2. Unless you can't, and then go to a trash can. And keep going until the world ends. Oops, wrong jetpack. Wrong jetpack. Don't carry that around. I do want the good jetpack. We're almost there, baby. We're almost to the super good jetpack, the one that doesn't emit any steam. Okay. Thorium dust. Plus cells equals thorium cells in a assembler. With no slowness from a bad arm. There it is. Into assembler. Is that assembler? It is. That makes thorium cells. This one. From regular cells. From, I was saying, regular cells. Spotted that fairly decently. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. What do we want? We want on this level, not this level, but this level. On this belt, which turns this level, we're going to take in the cells that we need. And this requires power. From here, it's good. Not enough items. Because this arm is crap. Where do I go for stainless steel arm? It's right down here somewhere. Isn't it? Should be. See it there? Did I use them all up? I did. Stainless steel arm right in our face. Don't do Alt, Control, whatever. Just hit Tab and select it. And just like that, we're going to get enough items to make a thorium cell. What are we doing with thorium cells? I think we're burning them in the reactor. In a reactor. So let's go ahead and, for the moment, kick these out into a box. Because we're also going to need reflector cells, which we should get cracking on. Reflector cells, beryllium dust. Just get some beryllium dust. Just get some emeralds. From the sifting you had to do to get the rutile crystal and make titanium. Somewhere over near the titanium plant is a box that'll be just chock full of emeralds. The sifter. See it? I think we started on this side. I think those sifters right there. I think that box. See that box? Nah. Yes, look at all those emeralds. Let's export our emeralds. What are we waiting for? We were waiting for something. Oh, for chips. We're going to export these emeralds over to our new and improved production line on this belt right here. Come on, let me out. If we can connect. If we can connect this sorted is that a splitter? No, it's a conveyor. Can we go up? We can go up. Do we have enough belt? We do not have enough belt. Are we jammed for space? Hell yeah, we're jammed for space. Are we having fun yet with the big old steam cloud? Perhaps not. Can we make it all fit? We can. There is our emerald input. Can we drain this box into that belt? We can. Come on. Emeralds galore. Emeralds for days. How are we doing for chips? We just need 32. We just need 20. Boom. Boom. There's our reactor. Viewer. One of the longest episodes I've ever made is about to come to a conclusion. isn't he? Set to burn. Simple cells. Produce some heat. We need to reinvigorate this, don't we? Yeah, if we're ever going to do any research, we need to not hoard these, but instead just produce 32 as fast as possible. And we need that because we don't have the research completed for, what do we got? We got the industrial steam turbine waiting at 0, and the industrial something else, not electric engine. Industrial steam turbine. Very powerful hybrid of steam and generator. We feed steam in there, and there. Oh yeah, the industrial boiler. Yes, a titanium industrial boiler, which we can make. If we had enough, one more chip and a bunch more titanium, and we can make a good boiler. A boiler worthy of nuclear power. Take it since it's in hand. Parts. Plate. Boom. That's where we're gonna take the heat. Find that chip again if we can see it. Here it is. That's where we're gonna take the heat. We got some heat pipe. Probably not enough. Probably need some more copper. Because we're not doing anything until we can convert our did we take it? We didn't take it. No. We have to convert heat into power, electricity, by boiling off the heat that it makes. Is that water? Could it be water? Could I get that lucky? Water. Alright, so let's go ahead and build our heat. Yeah. Over here. Look at that. I hate this game. I hate when that happens. No. Yes. All right, so our copious heat is going to come out of here. I think I can go underneath it. Did it match up? It did not. There, well. Get a bunch of heat past that stupid wire at the cost of waste. Come on. Into a industrial size boiler. More would be even better. Into an industrial sized boiler. Built properly. Come on, Robert. There, I like it like that. With water. To here. Connect it to here. I mean, the guy's not wrong. He says speedrun. That doesn't look like a speedrun to me. That looks like somebody just goofing off. And that's really what I'm doing, isn't it? Okay, so that's going to take a bunch of water and produce a bunch of steam. And eventually, we're going to be able to build an industrial steam turbine. Is there anything I need before that? Nope. Oh yeah, and I've got these buffered up. I'm waiting to generate more, and that's important, but I should have enough for it. Will I have enough parts for it? I'm going to need 5 chips and... Come on. 5 chips and a bunch of metal. We're going to get that light turned off yet, boys. 5 chips. So you can shift right click to take half, which is ish, enough ish. 7, I don't want 7, I want 10. I want 5. Whatever, I just picked them up. Now I got 9. Whatever. No, I'm short chips. I made 5 in hand and I got 9. So I can put 4 on this belt. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I can stop collecting them for a minute. It's kind of dumb, but I'm just going to do it. Kind of dumb, but I'm just going to do it. Saving 5, I'm going to put... Saving those 5, I'm going to put 7 on the belt for the computers. If you know a better way to do this, I'd love to hear it. Yeah, you build a box and put an arm and blah, blah, blah. Much more. 6 more that haven't went in. I should have enough here in just a moment, boys. Come on now. Make sure I have enough purple metal. Oh, we are close. We are close. There it is. A turbine. Why won't it let me build it? Because I don't have enough stuff. Well, let's just go grab some ingots. I made the boiler. I want the turbine. Yes. Do I have enough pipe? Not really. Do I need more pipe? What do I need? I need to be confident of these levels. Not that stuff. This. I need to be confident that I have enough wire and belts I got and pipes. I'm sure I'm missing something else. So that's going to get red hot. This boiler is going to make steam. The steam is going to go into a industrial steam turbine. Hopefully lined up properly. That's the output. Industrial steam turbine. Come on. This just happened. There. Yes. An industrial steam turbine is going to make some power galore. do this wire right here. Shall we fire it up? I think we should fire it up. See what happens. It's got water. Just needs heat. Just needs to be told. Go ahead now. Burn some. Ooh, hear that Geiger counter? It's a thing of beauty. Look at that heat. Look at this pipe. Look at this boiler. Look at this generator. Usage 0. I might have been a little big for my britches. Because it's going to be a while before I can make another one of these. And this is doing something. I mean, clearly it's doing something. Where are we at with the heat? Heat's about to level out. Might have been a little big for my britches. I might need to just use not the industrial level yet, but hey, you know what? At an hour 17, goal met, baby. Goal met. We're making power from fusion. Ooh, the batteries are full. The batteries are full. And you know what? We've got capacity. That's what this represents, is we've got all the capacity in the world to make this pipe red hot. When we get it red hot, it'll be out of hand. Right now, these things are like, come on, why are we using industrial level? But come back later, it's going to be grand. So we got to get rid of the dead cells, or it's going to be a short party. And let's look at this again. The dead cells make the plutonium dust. The plutonium dust make the plutonium cell. The plutonium cell plus the regular, plus the thorium cell. You got to finish that out. And this reflector cell, that's where it is. Beryllium, emeralds, that's no problem. I know before we're done here, we got to start cracking granite. Anyway, we'll walk through that next time. I'm ready for my nap. Thanks for watching.